All right, what's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I got a requested reading, and I wanted to do it because I hadn't thought of Chris Benoit in a long time. I used to watch wrestling. So yeah, I kind of want. I hadn't thought of him in such a long time, but this is something kind of crazy. I had to go and do a refresher to try and see if there's like questions that maybe we want to know, right? Chris Benoit, he's the WWE wrestler. He used to wrestle with the WCW, and then I think in the 2000s he transitioned over to the WWE. And then this man, he had an affair with like a fellow wrestler. Who was it? Sullivan, Kevin Sullivan, I think. He was so his wife Nancy was married to Kevin Sullivan. She leaves Kevin for Chris Benoit, right? She ends up marrying him. They have a son together. Then he ends up killing her, killing their son, and then committing suicide. So some people are wondering, is it CTE? From untreated brain trauma. Was it like some kind of disagreement between them? So nobody really, from what I watched, nobody really knows what happened in the home. All they know is, how they died, who died first, and a little bit of the timeline based on like text messages that he was sending coworkers and so we're gonna look into, I guess what I really want to know is, what went on in the home, what was going on in his mind at the time. We can look into his health as well, okay, guys? So yeah, so let's get into this. We're gonna start by what was going on inside the mind of Chris Benoit. I'm going to use the Santa Muerte deck because it just seems really fitting, to use this deck because that is such a dark, it's so dark and people are just like, okay, well, let's just jump into this. Okay. The first card we have is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups in the tarot usually represents new beginnings in love. So, but in this deck, look at the Ace of Cups. It's supposed to be a new beginning, but it started off tumultuous. Like, it didn't start in the best way, right? Because he marries the woman that he was having an affair with. She ends up leaving her husband for him. How you getting them is how you lose them. This is not the first time. From what I understand, Nancy did this to, she was married before she married Kevin Sullivan. She was married, she divorces this man, marries Kevin, right? So, this was a history, a pattern for her. Starting new relationships in not the best of ways. So, but we're going into Sullivan's, or not Sullivan's, whoa. So, okay, no, we're going, Chris Benoit's mind. This is what he was thinking of, okay. And then we got the Page of Swords. Did he leave a suicide note? I don't know if he did, because it's like showing him writing what was going on in his mind. Maybe he wanted to write down what was going on in his mind. We have the Three of Cups. Like, this is your community, right? You wanted to Did he leave a message for his people? Before he hung himself? We got the Seven of Pentacles. What's the Seven of Pentacles in this? I want to see what the Seven of Pentacles, what this card is right here. I want to know what this is. What's the Seven of Pentacles? Oh. Okay, we're talking about work. We're talking about the workplace. Oh, man. Oh, this is what was going on in his mind. Okay, I'm asking what was going on in Chris Benoit's mind at the time that all this was going on. Okay, so he's let's go back. I wanted to know what this is, right? Because so far what we have is, you know, what was going on in his mind. He was thinking about how this relationship with Nancy started off, right? It didn't start off under the best of circumstances. Before he died, where's that card? He was leaving, maybe he was writing a letter, maybe left. I didn't see anything about that, about a suicide letter. I don't know if he did leave a suicide letter for someone, for his community, for, you know, there was something, okay? He left this letter before he hung himself, okay? Then we have this. It was like, it's like you're counting, you know, I don't know what those things are called, you know. He's like counting them. I just got body count. Like he's like counting, like been with this person, been with this person, been with this person. Okay, and so we're talking about at work. At work, he might have felt, or he might have been thinking that there was some competition, that she could have been sleeping with the boss. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say that. That's, you know, I don't want to speak ill on the dead, you know. It's almost like this is what was, okay, I'm not really speaking ill. This is what was going on in his mind. Almost like she's always trying to find a way to come up. She uses people to come up. That's, you know, that's what this counting is. It's like, you know, you've been with this person, then you went to this person, then you went, you know, and then you're going to go to this person next. You know, that's kind of like what's going, whether, if it's true, we don't know. We don't know yet. Like, this is just what was going on in his head. Okay? So, how did he really feel? How was he feeling towards Nancy? How was he feeling towards Nancy? How was he feeling towards his wife, Nancy? We got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, and it's almost like, you know, how did he feel towards her? I don't know if he wanted to get away. Because the Eight of Cups talks about walking away, but really thinking, like thinking, how am I going to do this? Okay. And then we got the Five of Swords. It's like getting caught. Oh, did she get caught? Did she get caught cheating? Like, because look at these two people, how all the swords are on them. It's like, yeah, you got caught. You two got caught. And so here he's thinking, how am I going to walk away from this? Right? How am I going to walk away from this? Really thinking about what's the best way to get out of this relationship. Okay. That's how he felt towards her. He wanted out. Okay. What was going on in Nancy's mind at the time that this went on? Like, what was going on? I think she was like trying to find a way to bring some kind of like, just trying to calm him down, because the Temperance talks about peace, balance, harmony, trying to bring balance and harmony to the situation. Then we got the Four of Cups. Okay, I'm a little confused by this, so let me clarify. What's the Temperance? Or actually, let me start with the Four of Cups. What's the Four of Cups? What's the Four of Cups? What was the Four of Cups? Judgment. The Four of Cups talks about like just feeling unsatisfied. You're not happy with what you're being given. Four of Cups, please. Again, the Five of Swords. Like, oh, I don't. Okay, see, in this card, she's holding a cup. Okay, and here we got the Five of Cups, like the Four of Cups, sorry. It's almost like she's offering like love, like, oh, don't worry, I might have gotten caught cheating, but we can make this work. We can make this work. Even and he's just like, nah, I don't want that. Judgment's being called because somebody got caught messing around. Here's the the Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles, like giving to somebody for a come up. This is something that might not have been known by their community, that there was a lot of competition. There was like, there was other people involved. There could have been other people involved. So, this was what was going on in her mind. How did she feel towards Chris? How does she feel towards Chris? How does she feel towards Chris? How does she feel towards Chris? Wow. Yo, I just keep getting this imagery. The Queen of Pentacles, a come up. How does she feel about Chris? He was a come up for her. The King of Pentacles, she was gonna take his chest of money and just run off. And yeah, it's all about money. Once she got all the money, she was gonna she was gonna cut him out. She was gonna create what? Oh, she wasn't able to, like, if he wanted to leave her, if he's the one who wanted to get away. But she filed for divorce. Why did she file for divorce? Hold on. Why did she file for divorce? Did she really... This is strength. This is strength. Wow, guys. This is crazy because, you know, I go into this thinking that Chris Benoit, like, you know, I try to stay as neutral and unbiased as possible, you know. I went into this, though, a little bit like, well, he killed his wife, he killed his son, and then committed suicide. You know, I knew there was something more, but I didn't know, how deep this went. Because why did she file for divorce? It's almost like she tried to scare him. Like, I'll leave you. If you know, he wanted to leave though, but why, like, make him look bad? Spirit just says she wanted to make it like, because we got the moon here. I got a bunch of cards. Hold on. Moon, secrets surrounding this Queen of Wands. This could be Nancy, right? What is a secret? That there's, you know, that the strength, you know, she's strong. She's trying to, she filed for divorce and even got a restraining order, right? She filed for divorce and she was saying that he was physically, you know, cruel and abusive. But then the divorce and the restraining order was dropped, okay? It was dropped a few months later, like in August of 2003. Even though she filed for divorce in 2003, it was dropped in 2003. That kind of, like, I was wondering why, you know? I was wondering why it was dropped. Okay, so if she had dropped it, oh God, sorry guys, I'm trying not to let these go too long. If she, the secret was that she was really strong. She was trying to tell people that, you know, she was not happy in this situation. This was not a happy home. There was no victory in this relationship. You know, just like, oh, you know, this is not a good place to be. And that's why she, you know, that's what she was saying. Now, I'm like, okay, so the strength, the secret is that she was strong. All this stuff that she was saying really wasn't true. She was trying to create confusion. Why? Because she's trying to figure out, how can I get the money? Because if I don't know how the laws work when it comes to divorce. If you get caught cheating, they don't have to pay alimony. I don't know. I know every state is different. I don't know. So wherever they could have been, it could have been something like that. He got caught because the cards were saying earlier that she got caught. And she was trying to offer him a cup, like, we can fix this. We can bring balance and harmony into this relationship. Take my cup of love. And that was the Temperance. I think I put that one back. That was a Temperance card, you know, offering this love, and he's just like, no, I don't want it. I want to get away. So it could have been just like, the divorce could have been just her trying to create confusion. Like, he's so awful, kind of like an Amber Heard thing. Like, Johnny's this, Johnny's that, something similar to that. Okay. So everybody can say this is all good and well, you know, we, you know, whatever, you know, this is just fucking tarot, you know, what does this mean? This is just fucking story. What if it was really CTE, you know, untreated, from, you know, stemming from untreated brain traumas, right? Because he was a wrestler, he got smacked and whacked in the head with steel chairs, you know. So yeah, it's gonna cause some damage. All right, so let's look into his health. Okay, let's look into his health. How was his health at the time? I'm expecting to see something to that effect, that, you know, there's some brain injuries. Okay, let's see, how is his overall health? Okay, his overall health, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now the Seven of Pentacles says that he was dealing with some health issues. He could have been very frustrated with these health issues, but that if he were to put in like some good effort, he could have, that could have been resolved. Okay, his overall health, so it was like he was dealing with issues, but what was the outcome of this Seven of Pentacles? What was it? Okay. What was the... I kind of threw that one, so I didn't... Okay, this one I will keep. Okay. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about disappointment, clinical depression. In a health reading, it talks about clinical depression. So he was dealing with some depression. So it could have been that CTE. You know, that was, you know, depression is a symptom of CTE, right? But again, you know, how they were, people were wondering, like, well, was the CTE, is that, you know, is that what set him off and he went on some rampage and killed his family? I think this didn't help. This didn't help. They already had marital issues, you know, dealing with cheating and you know, infidelities and stuff, and having to deal with that, and on top of that, dealing with depression as a result of this untreated brain trauma that, you know. Okay, we got the star. The star. Let me see what the stars say. A time for recovery. There was a need for him to recover. Like, again, I was gonna say, well, you know, did he even have head trauma? He needed to recover from any kind of whether it's the health issues, you know, it could be his physical body, it could be, you know, his brain needed to recover. And because maybe it didn't, because this was the outcome, you know, it depression, disappointment, you know. We got the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles talks about a need to research your own condition and to make his own informed decisions. So he could have been trusting the doctor, saying, "Oh, you'll be fine. Just, you know, take some, you know, Tylenol and sleep it off. You know, you have a concussion. Take some Tylenol. You know, rub some Vicks on you. Take a 7-Up and go lay down. You know, that's pretty much the kind of treatment he got. You know, he needed to make his own informed decisions, but he didn't. Again, he could have been so wrapped up, you know, he's dealing with these health issues. Why that's why I'm saying it might be frustrating, but don't give up. You know, he needed to keep fighting, you know, not in the ring, but for his own health. That's why the star came out. There was a time that he needed to recover. He needed to make informed decisions and not just blindly trust doctors. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm not a doctor, you know, but there's sometimes that I'm like, I don't know if that's right for me. And I will just tell him, no, I'm not going to do that, or I want to do this, or, you know, whatever it may be. But he trusted the doctors. And then, Then we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks a loss of function and part of the body. There was a need for him to see a professional, but he didn't. He didn't. And there was a lot of head traumas. Look at how his head is bandaged. There was a lot of head trauma. And there could have, there could have been deception. There's some sneaky, deceptive communication when it came to this organization. That's why they wanted to distance themselves from him, because it's like they wanted it to be like, oh well, we want to distance ourselves because it was so horrendous what he did. But they wanted to distance themselves with, oh shit, was this CTE caused from untreated head trauma? There is deception when it came to this organization. They're trying to walk away from it. They're trying to wash their hands of it because they're like, oh, you know, this was just a very tragic incident. You know, it was when it was a mixture of when it brain function, and then my brain just malfunctions. It was a mixture of that tied in with some marital issues. That's why that's what I'm getting. I'm just like, why? But okay, I want to know, why his son? Well, how did he feel towards his son? How did he feel towards his son? He thought the world of him. What was going through his mind? In his mind, due to this I'm almost getting like he knew sorry, he knew that it was almost like he was trying to spare him from being alone and abandoned, living in a world where he has to know what his dad did to his mother. He thought he was doing the right thing. He thought he was doing the right thing. He wasn't seeing things clearly when he made this decision. How did he feel afterwards? How did he feel afterwards? He felt like he was the devil. And then we got the Empress and the Lovers. Okay, I'm getting like, okay, the Magician. We got the Empress, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Magician. This is really throwing me off because it's almost like he wanted to, like, what's this? We got the sun. What the? A time. Okay, when he was thinking about his son, what was going through his mind, how did he feel towards his son? It's almost like all I wanted was to create this happy life. I just wanted to create this happy life, right? I wanted to have my happiness was my wife, my partner, my family, this love. That's what he wanted to create for his son. But then he was starting to kind of reflect on how he started to build this and how he was deceptive towards somebody that he probably saw in a high light. It's just like he was reflecting after, like when he was thinking about his son, it was like all the, like, how did I get here to this moment? How did this all, like, come to be? It was almost like a memory, like a stroll through this memory of how we got here, what led to this very moment, and just feeling very defeated. Feel very defeated in a situation that he thought was going to bring him good fortune, good, this thing that he wanted to create, that he, the home life, that's what. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave that one there. This has gone pretty long, so I think I'm going to just end this one here. This was kind of a random read. It was requested, and I was like, oh, you know what? I might actually look into that because I hadn't thought of Chris Benoit for a minute. So, yeah. I hope this, I hope you found this entertaining, or I hope you liked it entertaining. It's kind of, I don't know if that's the right word. It's we like to look into our people that we used to watch. It's just like kind of crazy to hear when some of our favorite celebrities and athletes, they do something crazy, and it's like there's always a story. When I look into these stories, it's like, wow, it's a lot deeper than what we really knew. And so I'm out here just trying to get dig through all the muck and get to the truth of it. So I hope this is what I'm hoping that's what I did here for you guys today. I know my words, my brain is not functioning. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there, guys. Have a great night, have a great week, and we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if not, we'll see you guys next time.